when it comes to solving the big problem. A report by the United Nations stated that there was still no credible pathway to 1.5 degrees in place. Even with all the renewable energy activities going on around the world, it still wasn't seen as being enough. So what are we supposed to do? Well, fortunately, the human being is an extraordinary species. We are by far the most accomplished in the shortest amount of time. While we've been around for a few million years, it's only in the last few thousand that we've really started to innovate. We've gone from lighting fires to articulating ourselves through sophisticated languages, and now here we are talking about going to Mars. The dinosaurs, they were around for more than 200 million years, and they never started a space program. But the real leap forward for us was less than 200 years ago. That was the first industrial revolution. Now, that's when we went from riding horses to riding trains. But the steam engine that went into those trains, that also drove our mills and our printing presses of the early 19th century. Now that enabled a huge leap forward for us in productivity, but also in literacy. We were able to produce the written word on a vastly larger scale, which meant that more people had access to information and ideas than ever before. And so along came the second revolution that introduced us to electricity, to the telephone, and to the internal combustion engine which went into our cars. Like the first revolution, that increased our productivity, but we were also able to move ourselves and our resources around much faster than ever before. And of course, it took our communication capability to an entirely new level. And then came along the third revolution. We've got renewable energy, we've got electric vehicles, and we've got the internet. Now, little needs to be said about how that has affected our life in just 30 years alone. This video is a testament to how we're able to communicate ideas. But not long after patting ourselves on the back for being so clever, we realized that we didn't take into consideration the ecology of the planet. We now know that all of that activity was damaging the environments that we rely on to survive. So we have had to cast our gaze back upon ourselves and ask, well, where do we fit in the environment? There needs to be a paradigm shift that helps us accelerate away from damaging the planet. We need to create a way of life that amidst our capital-hungry activities, we find ourselves inadvertently operating on the inside of the ecosystem and not on the outside of it. So that is where the eco-revolution comes in. Now the ElectNet series of videos is going to show you what that looks like and how we get there.